Welcome dear student. Today we will start a new chapter in science, that is chapter number 5, inside the atom. Now before beginning the chapter, let's recall some questions. What is a matter? Students, everything we see around us is a matter. Anything that has mass and occupies space is called as matter. What is an atom? Students, atoms are basic unit of a matter, and all matter are made up of tiny atoms. Here you can see one example like an apple. So apple we can consider as a matter. Okay, so it is made up of atoms. An atom. Now students, we will see the structure of an atom. An atom is the smallest particle of an element or matter which retain its chemical identity in all the physical and chemical changes. That means an atom retains, or it will not change its chemical and physical property. Students, you can see in the structure of an atom, in between you can see a nucleus which constitute and positively charged proton and neutral neutron. That means neutral doesn't have any charge, and a negatively charged electron revolving around a nucleus in an orbit. Now let's see what are the molecules. Molecules are a group of a same type of atoms joined together. That means here we can take an example of a water molecule. Students, water molecule are made up of two types of atoms, two types of elements like oxygen and hydrogen. So in water molecule, one hydrogen atom is there, and one oxygen atom and two hydrogen atoms are present. Now student, here we can see a classification of a matter. So students, let's see the classification of a matter. So matter is divided into two types, that is pure substance and next is a mixture. Students, pure substance means completely pure, and it is again divided into an elements and compound. Elements means only one type of a atom, like oxygen or hydrogen. Okay, and compound means students, compound means two types of a same element are joined together to form a compound. Now we will see a mixture. What is a mixture? Mixture means when different type of atoms, two or more types of atom combine to form a mixture. Like here we can see an homogeneous mixture. So in students, in homogeneous mixture, two similar type of elements, atoms are present, and in heterogeneous mixture different types of atoms are present. Now students, here we can see some types of a substance, and we have to classify them whether it is an atom, a molecule, single type of atoms in the molecule, or different types of atoms in the molecules, and a type of a matter, that is whether it is element or compound. Now student, first is a water molecule. Some examples are solved here. First is a water molecule. So water molecule, see, two different type of atoms, elements are present, that is oxygen and hydrogen. That means it is a molecule, mixture of two different type of element. Now it is a single type of atoms in the molecule? No, it is a different types of atoms in the molecule. That means oxygen and hydrogen. Element? No, it is a compound. Oxygen, students, oxygen is a molecule. Why molecule? Because here two oxygen atoms are there, that's why it is a molecule. If it is single, then it is an atom. Okay, single type of atoms, yes, it is a single type of atoms in the molecule. Different types of atom, no. Element, yes, it is element. compound? No. Now helium, it is an atom and it is a single type of atoms in the molecule of helium. No different types of atom, it is an element and no compound. Now let's see the hydrogen. Now students, hydrogen is a molecule. A single type of atoms in the molecules of hydrogens are present and it is an element. Now students, let's see the ammonia. Ammonia is a molecule and in the ammonia molecule there is NH3, two different types of atoms are there, that is nitrogen and hydrogen, and it is a type of a compound. Now students, let's see the nitrogen. Nitrogen is a molecule. A single type of atoms are present in the molecule of nitrogen and it is an element. Now students, methane, CH4, it is a molecule. Different types of different type of like carbon and hydrogen, and it is a type of a compound. Now students, the remaining three example you can solve it by your own by looking at the solved examples. Now let's move further. Student, Indian philosopher Carnot named an atom as Pramanu, meaning the smallest particles. He also stated that Pramanu is indestructible. Now indestructible means the atom cannot be destroyed. A Greek philosopher Democritus named the smallest particle of matter as atomus, and meaning of atomus is one which cannot be cut. Now let's see the Dalton's atomic theory. Now students, we will going to see some of the theories according to the related to the atomic atoms. Now let's see first Dalton's atomic theory. Students, British scientist John Dalton put forth in 1803 AD his celebrated atomic theory. According to this theory, matter is made up of atoms and atoms are indivisible and indestructible. All atoms of an element are alike, that means similar to each other, which different elements have different atom with different mass. Students, atoms are indivisible and indestructible. Now means atoms cannot be divided further and it cannot be destroyed, or it is impossible to break them. Now here we have to take some activity, that is take a solid ball and a bundi laddu. Press both these spheres with your palms. What did you find? Cut the solid ball with a sharp knife. What did you find, students? Now students, a bundi laddu is found to have an internal structure. It is formed by sticking smallest particles, the bundis, to each other. However, the solid ball, broadly speaking, does not have any internal structure. The atom, as described by Dalton, turns out to be a hard solid sphere with no internal structure. According to Dalton's atomic theory, the mass is distributed uniformly in an atom. According to Dalton's atomic theory, the mass is distributed uniformly in an atom. The scientist J.J. Thomson demonstrated experimentally that the negatively charged particles inside an atom have a mass 1800 times less than an hydrogen atom. Later, these particles were named as electrons. Common substances are usually electrically neutral. Obviously, the molecules of substances and the atom which combine chemically to form molecules are electrically neutral. That means it doesn't have any charge, neither positive nor negative. Now next theory of atom is Thomson plum pudding model of an atom. Now students, the plum pudding model of atom put forth by Thomson in the year 1904 is the first model of atomic structure, and according to this model, the positive charge is distributed throughout the atom and the negatively charged electrons are embedded in it. The distributed positive charge is balanced by the negative charge on the electrons. Therefore, the atom becomes electrically neutral, that means students, that means negatively charged electron are fixed firmly and deeply in a surrounding mass, and the surrounding mass is a positively charged proton. You can see in the figure also. And this is a plum pudding model of an atomic. Now student, this is he considered, or he compared the atomic model to the plum pudding, and it is a plum pudding or a plum cake is a sweet dish prepared during the Christmas. So he compared the atomic model to this pudding. Rutherford's nuclear atomic model, 1911. Students, Rutherford studied the inside of atom by his celebrated scattering experiment and put forth the nuclear model of atom in the year 1911. Students, Rutherford took a very thin gold foil, thickness is about 10 raised to minus 4 millimeter, and bombarded it with positively charged alpha particles emitted by a radioactive element. He observed the path of alpha particles by means of a fluorescent screen around the gold foil. It was expected that the alpha particles would get reflected from the gold foil if the positively charged mass were evenly distributed inside the atoms. Unexpectedly, most of the alpha particles went straight through the foil. You can see in the schematic diagram also. A small number of alpha particles get deflected from the original path through a small angle. A still smaller number of alpha particles get deflected through a larger angle, and surprisingly, when alpha particle out of 20,000 bounced back in the direction opposite to the original path. The larger number of the alpha particles that went straight through the foil indicates that there was no obstacle in their path. That means there is nothing to block their way. It means that there must be mainly an empty space inside the atoms in the solid gold foil. The small number of alpha particles that get deflected means the alpha particles are bending from their normal position through a small or a big angle, must have faced on obstacle in their path. Students, the deflection you can see in the second picture on the right hand side. It means that the positively charged and heavy part causing obstruction would be in the center of the atom. From this, Rutherford put forth a nuclear model for atom as follows. Now let's see the Rutherford nuclear model for an atom. The students, there is a positively charged nucleus at the center of an atom, and almost the entire mass of the atom is concentrated in the middle part, that is in the nucleus. And negatively charged particles, which are called electrons, they are revolve around the nucleus. You can see in the picture also. The total negative charge on all the electron is equal to the positive charge on the nucleus. That means electrons are equal to the positively charged protons. And as the opposite charges are balanced, that means negative equals to positive charges are balanced, the atom is electrically neutral. There is an empty space between the revolving electron and the atomic nucleus. Thank you students. I hope you all have understood this. In the next part we will continue in our next session.